What's going on, guys? I'm back at you again, and let's get right through these plays for the wildcard weekend. We actually picked all the games right except for the one, and that's the 49ers. I think that was a really stupid game. There's no way the 49ers should have won that. Clearly, they let them win because everyone bet against them and Vegas wanted their money. So clearly, that's why it happened. Because there's no other justification as to how a team that loses all of their best players and losing Kittle in the middle of the match can still compete. That's how you know it's scripted. Guys just laying down, guys not running proper plays. Like on the last play of the game, the Eagles, instead of running something creative on 4th and 11 or whatever it was, they run 4 verticals. And they did that the play before. And they took a timeout to call that play. So that's how you know it's not real. But let's talk about this. Let's see what happens on this play here. Steelers. This might be the interception. I think this is where he throws the pick. Clean pocket. I don't know where he's throwing that, guys. This is just him following a script. He might be coming back next year, guys. Now that I see him just throwing this right to the other team, like, who is he throwing this to? It's literally right to the defender. He was sitting there waiting the whole entire time. The receiver never had a chance. And we got a 73 guy jogging. A-Rod just runs by. I don't know what that was. And he just walks right on in. He literally threw the ball right at him, guys. Hopefully they show an end zone view so we can see. Yeah, they're not going to show the throw because it was pretty bad, guys. All right, we'll go to the next play. It was a bad throw, guys. Like, he threw it right at him. Like, I don't know what to say. All right, Niners. Brock drops back. Pressure doesn't get there. They're not trying to. He had McCaffrey open, and then this number 5 guy, this Robinson guy, no one knows who he is. And look at this. Just burns right by the guy. Brock puts it high and away, and away. And the corner just has no chance. And then the corner gets ran over by Kittle. And then 53 takes a double bad angle and reaches at nothing. And just touches his shoulder. And now he puts a helmet in this guy's chest but goes down. That was just, it was all bad, man. And now let's see what happens on this play. They bring a blitz. Josh lets the blitz come closer to buy time and also to make himself look oh so great. Oh, Josh, as he's getting hit. Oh, my God, he hits the receiver in stride and he's able to catch it. Oh, my God, he's so amazing. Yeah, we know Josh Allen is great. I picked him to win the Super Bowl because I just think if he doesn't win it this year, he's never going to win it. This is the year where Lamar, Mahomes, all those guys are gone. Burrow, those are 3 guys that have always been in your way. Now those 3 guys have just been pushed to the side. It's almost feeling like this was made to just show that Josh Allen is the best player in the world. So they have to solidify that by giving him a championship. That's what this feels like. Like, I think it feels like that, but I could be wrong. But I don't know. Like, who would beat Josh Allen in a game that means everything? He's taken so many bad L's. The NFL has made him lay down and take so many L's in the playoffs. Like, I just feel like it's his turn, Like, against anyone in the NFC, there's no one except maybe the Seahawks that I would say could hang with them. The AFC, I don't think the Broncos can beat Josh. Like, I think, the Broncos are a high-tier team, but I just don't think they're an elite top 5 team, I just don't. I don't trust Bo Nix. In the waning moments, you trust Bo Nix or you trust Josh Allen? That's an easy answer. And I don't think the Texans can beat him. And the other team, the Patriots, could beat him. But I think it's going to be a battle. And I would take the Bills over the Patriots just because Josh has been there so many times and he has to get over the hump. If Josh doesn't win a Super Bowl, we're going to look at him differently, guys. I can promise you that. And that's why he has to win. But let's get back to this. Let's see the motion. No one adjusts, so they're in a zone. And no one adjusted, so that's not good, guys. Notice the motion comes over. And they move over, like, they take one step. No, you got to move over a full gap. A full gap. Everyone has to shift over a full man, or you're gonna get outflanked, and they get outflanked and they get blocked, and Puka's able to get in because this corner should have been out further, so this guy can't just get on you like that, and that guy should have been further out because it makes the blocker have a further way to get to you, which is harder. The further away a guy is to you, the harder it is to block him. The closer they are, the easier it is to block them. It's simple physics. So it's just like people just don't use their brains, or they're just doing what they're told. One or the other. Either way, I don't like it. Next play. Yeah, we know about this game. Green Bay came out, looked like they were going to destroy them, so everyone slams on the live bets, and then Green Bay comes out in the second half, forgets how to play football, and now all of a sudden the Bears know how to play football in the fourth quarter. It took them 4 quarters to finally play properly. Like, it would be crazy, though. What if they're making the Bears do this? Because if the Bears were good for all 4 quarters, they'd be unbeatable. So that might be why the league tells them to play this way. Because think about it. What if you had 4 quarters of what the Bears do in the fourth quarter? Could you imagine? Could you imagine the Bears being that good as they were in the fourth for 4 quarters straight, a complete game? And that's why they don't do it. And honestly, that's why I think it's going to be Josh versus Caleb in the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be Josh, Caleb, or Josh versus the Seahawks. But I think Josh versus Caleb would sell more. And that would be 2 great, amazing quarterbacks that make plays against each other. Like, people would want to see that. That basically was like Josh versus Mahomes. You know, just the younger version of Mahomes on the NFC side. You know, I think they're trying to showcase Caleb now. They showcased all those other guys. I think it's Caleb and Josh's turn for the stage. Who else would make sense in the Super Bowl? Sam Darnold, even though his team was superior, doesn't feel right having the Seahawks in there with Sam Darnold. It just doesn't feel, he doesn't feel like a Super Bowl winning champion quarterback. He just doesn't. He just feels like a very good quarterback that can run your system. That's what I mean. I don't trust it. Same with Brock. I don't trust him as that, even though he's a very good quarterback. So there's just a certain tier you got to be at, I feel like. You know, the panache, the way they throw it, the way the stylism of them, the way him and Josh play, Caleb and Josh, I mean, it's just, you know, there's only 3 or 4 guys that can throw the way they throw, and all that, all platforms and angles and all that. There's only so many, a handful, and we know who they are. But let's get back to this. So there's no rush to speak of. And it looked like the receiver pushed off there with the magnet catch at the end. They didn't show the push off, but there's the magnet. You can see the ball doesn't move even a slight inch, not even a little. And it's tied for 11 with this one. They do a play action. Again, the theme of this breakdown is there's no rush. There's just a lack of a rush. No one's getting the quarterbacks on these plays that we're showing. And receivers are being left open. They do a tight end screen, and there is literally no one around him. Not even the man that's supposed to be on him was on him. They just left him. And that's what happens when you leave guys open. All right, let's go to the next play. This is a tush push. We're not going to spend too much time on this. But you can see that the Jaguars were not trying to stop him there, which is the smart coaching decision. As a coach, what you say here, because think about it, guys. Let's think about this. You have a 4-point lead, but Josh has the ball at your 10-yard line. It's 4th and inches. They're going to do a tush push, and they're probably going to get it. If you're a coach, you're just going to tell them, let them score. Because the worst thing you can do is stop them, and then they end up scoring, and then you get the ball back with 10 seconds left. That's the worst thing you can let happen. So as a coach, you got to make a decision here and let them score because you need the ball back. And they botched this. They should have just pulled him in and let him in the end zone. Instead, they kept fighting and stopped them at the 1-yard line. And that just screws them. It screws you because now you have to let them run another play. I think they end up getting in anyway, but you waste time. You're wasting energy. You're wasting just valuable, precious time that you can't get back. So this is the point where you let them score, you get the ball back, and now you try to beat them. You try to at least, now you know you just need at least a field goal, so you know that's in the bag. But now you can play for the win now. You run your 2-minute drill with a minute left, and you go win the football game. That's how you know, or that's how I knew the Jaguars weren't trying to win, because they didn't let them score here. They bring him down at the 1. Like, why would you let him fall down? Let him fall in the end zone. Let him think that you're trying to tackle him. Like, this guy right here is a moron. Like, why are you pulling him down? Just let him score and let your offense get the ball back with more time. Like, why would you stop him at the 1 yard line to run more clock on you and not get the ball back? Sometimes some football players are very stupid. Initially, they called a touchdown because from there it looked like a touchdown. Play action here, same thing. Look at this guy that went through the block. Look at how he gets off that and then he spins again. Like, what the hell was that? He wasn't supposed to sack him, guys. Look at how fake this is. This guy does an extra twirly. So right now he's getting blocked right now. Watch. He's getting blocked. He's able to run at the quarterback. Instead of running at him, he does another spinneroo. What the hell? Look at this. He gets off. Now he can go get him. And then he spins again. He did that on purpose. There's no way he lost his balance like that. And then an easy touchdown. DB doesn't jump his highest. Makes it look like he's trying to stop it. Doesn't. Lets the tight end score. But, I mean, I didn't think the Chargers were going to win anyway. They had no O-line. And their passing game looked so bad. Like, I just didn't have any faith in them. Now with this, I picked the Texans all the way. Finally, we get a pass rush. But really, it's not even the pass rush. It's because these guys aren't kicking back. He's shuffling. You're going to lose every time when you shuffle. And I've been saying that for years. He doesn't kick back and get depth. He's shuffling. And someone's running at you when you're shuffling, and it's a guy that's faster and more athletic than you, you're not going to be able to block him. You're just not. So he fumbles it, and they just run it back. Aaron definitely is looking old. On that play, he looked really old. Father Time has hit him. But it's going to be a good game this week. We're going to make our picks probably tomorrow. But we got some good games. The Pats, Houston, right? Denver versus the Bills. Then we got Seattle versus... Do they play the Niners? Yeah, they play the Niners. And then the Bears, they play... Who do the Bears play? Who do the Bears play? I'm having a brain fart. But the Bears, they play, obviously, someone. I just can't think of who at the moment. I'm blanking out on who. But, all right, we'll figure it out. I'll see them on the screen, and I'll be like, oh, that's who it is. And someone will probably comment it, but, I mean... We'll end up figuring it out. I don't feel like stopping to check. Look at this lack of tackling. What is going on with this? I was going to say, was this the first half? No, this is the fourth quarter where the Bears start to come back. And then look at these terrible tackle attempts. They're grabbing at shirt instead of wrapping up. They're grabbing at shirts. And then right there, he splits two guys' arms because they're arm tackling. They're grabbing at shirt. They're tackling like this instead of wrapping up and bringing them down and bringing force. And this is that touchdown that they scored afterwards when the Jaguars should have let them get in on the initial tush push. I mean, they only lost a couple seconds, but it's just the strategy of it all. That could have been so much worse for them, guys. Think about this, guys. What if the Bills elected to take a knee on first down on your 1 yard line? Then what? Now you got to waste your last time out. And then what if they take another knee? Now you can't stop the clock. They could run that thing down to 20 seconds, and then now they can run their sneak and get in anyway. So do you see what I mean, guys? Like, I would be a good coach. Like, if I was an NFL coach, like, I would do so much better than a lot of these guys. Even though a lot of them are told what to do, but there's certain times where they're able to actually showcase something, and they just don't. They just show how stupid they are. All right, let's get through this. I got a few more minutes here. Let's get to the next play. Oh, look at the rush, guys. Lack of a rush, and he throws it in a crowd. This is just a bad pass all around. He just throws it right to the other team. And the thing is, you got guys open. This is why you can't trust Trevor Lawrence. You just can't trust him. Like, why force that? Just get rid of it here, get rid of it there. It's first down and 10. First down and 10, just to get a drive starter. Or even throw it up to this guy up the seam. Why would you throw it in double coverage like that? Because he was told to. And honestly, the team that had the best chance of beating the Bills is the Jaguars. I don't think the Broncos have enough firepower to keep up with them. That's just me. And I think New England is just 1 year away from being able to consistently beat the Bills. They can beat them, but I have more faith in the Bills just because Josh is just that guy. Drake May could be that guy in a few years. And this is the play I was talking about with the Eagles, guys. The final play. Look at what they run. They run 4 verticals. For people that don't know what 4 verticals means, it means you run straight down the field, you run straight down the field, you run straight down the field, and you do. So you got 4 guys running straight down the field, guys. That's what they run with the game on the line and their future, their playoff future. What they should have done here, they should have run a comeback. Make them think you're running a streak because you've been doing that, and then run a comeback and catch it at this point with A.J. Brown. Or you run double comebacks. You run this one, fake it, and then come back. Catch it right at the sticks. And here, what you could have done a stick and a nod. Or with this guy, do a stick and a nod. You could do it either direction. You could do a fake in and go up as well. But most teams do out and up. But the thing is, like, to run 4 verticals on 4th and 11 after you just ran that the play before, and then 3 plays before that, same thing. It's just preposterous. And they took a timeout to call this. And their receivers, you could see they're not even running hard because they know this is not going to work. And then he throws in triple coverage. Literally, it's triple coverage trying to fit it in to something that's just not there. And look at this. You got A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown wide open. Well, not wide open, but he's one-on-one. Why not throw there? Even if you lose the game, go to your big playmaker up there. That's how you know they weren't trying to win. He'd rather throw it in triple coverage to a guy that's not open. That's my point. They weren't trying to win. I got no dog in this fight. I don't care who wins, but you can clearly see who wasn't trying to win. And it's very sad. People fall for this garbage. All right, we got 4 more plays. They do jet sweep. Oh yeah, this is the receiver pass thing. The reverse receiver pass. And you'll notice the guy that rushes in to hit the quarterback, look at how slow he's running. He finally speeds up after he realizes he's about to throw it. And what is Cooper DeJean or Blankenship doing? I don't know which one that is. I can't see his number. But why is he so far up? Why are you coming up? I think that's Cooper because he's playing corner, but I could be wrong. Like, Cooper, what are you doing, bruh? Like, where did McCaffrey start off? So there's McCaffrey right here, guys. You see him? McCaffrey is right here. I don't know if this is Blankenship or if it's, what's his name? Cooper DeJean. I'm not sure. It's one of those two. The point I'm trying to make is, what is he looking at? Why are you looking in the backfield? This is your man. Just guard your man. Run with your man. That's all you're supposed to do. Look at him. He stops, he looks. He stops, he looks. Even when he sees the guy not running and in a throwing position, he keeps looking back at the backfield. Like, you don't have any responsibility for that. Your responsibility just scored. And that's what I mean, guys. The guys don't listen to what they're... See, he's in man coverage. He's running with the motion. That's how I know they're in man. He's running with the motion. Now, this guy is on the running back. Look at him. You're on him. Just stay with him. Stay with him. Instead of staying with him, he just lets him go. Like, what are you doing, my guy? What are you doing? Stay with him. This is your man. Stay on him. What is he doing? Can anyone tell me? Because I just don't know. And if I see one person say, oh, he was reading in the backfield what the quarterback was doing. That's not his job. He's in man coverage. You have no responsibility to see what the quarterback is doing. All you're supposed to do is look at what your man is doing. And if he goes to the bathroom to take a crap, you get the toilet paper for him. You don't worry about what's going on. That's what I mean. They don't do their jobs. They do whatever they're told or whatever they want. And either way, that's not what you're supposed to do. That's not football. If you have a responsibility in a job, you do that job. You don't try to look in the backfield. You're not coached to do that. You're never told to look in the backfield because the quarterback is trained to fake you. The worst thing you can do is look at the quarterback. That's not a read. So people that say that stuff, that's how you know they don't know football or never played, because you don't ever look at the quarterback because the quarterback is back there faking and doing cadences to get you off your line. So why would you look at the quarterback? The only time you look at the quarterback is if you're playing center field and you're the free safety and you're responsible to be over the top. Then you look at the QB's eyes. You're not looking at the QB's fakes or anything. You're just looking at his eyes. But before that happens, you're reading receivers first. And then when it's time to throw, then you look at the quarterback to see where he's going to throw it. And that's what people don't understand. And that's when I know someone is a fraud and they don't know football, when they start saying stuff like that. But let's look at this play real quick. I got off on a tangent. Here we go. They do the... Oh, yeah, I went over this play. It's stupid, guys. This corner just doesn't run with him. He just lets him run by with him, and now he starts jogging behind him. And you got people on TikTok like, oh, he thought the screen was coming. Dude, he's in man coverage. He has no responsibility for the screen. All he's responsible for is the man in front of him, and he just ran right by him. And he doesn't even react until he's 10 yards by him. That's all that is, guys. It's a guy just letting a guy, just turning him loose. Turning the guy loose. That's what we're seeing here. Yeah, come on. He's smiling. He knows that was a gimme. That's why he's not that excited. How could you get excited at something that was handed to you? We got 2 more plays left, guys. Matt Stafford floats it, boats it, goats it right to the tight end. Obviously, with that kind of control, you know they put the magnets on for that. We don't even know who that guy is, so they probably activated the magnets, hits his hands. Now we just have to worry about his feet because he knows he's not going to drop it. You could tell the ball's not moving at all. And there's your touchdown. All right, let's go to the next and final play because I got to get up out of here. And we'll do our picks tomorrow and breakdown next week. Play action. Well, not play action. Drop back, and now they're rushing in slowly and hastily. Dude goes for the sweet feet action. And I don't even know how he saw this pass. This is what I mean. This is Josh Allen-esque. There's only him, Josh Allen, right? Mahomes can make that throw. No one else. I'm trying to think who else. Maybe Justin Herbert, maybe. But, there's literally, 3 or 4 guys that can make a throw like this on the run to your left, right-handed quarterback while getting, your shoestrings pulled on you and falling away. There's not many people that can make this throw. Yes, it's rigged and scripted. Yes, all that is true, but you still got to make the throw. And that he did, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to join me next week. And please press that like and subscribe button down below.